Hi, so Mahilaman, this was a big deal here, in that this actually talks about Jesus with that Mnesitha, and that Jesus, as all of these Keetvans that go through the crosses of the rivers, that he accepted to get out of the pit, and that was as the laces were in of Ace Ventura film. Now, why is Jesus depicted as changing sexes? Um, well, it's talked about here as well that the E scent was picked up. Now, the E scent could be that he was actually a woman, or that he had guilt because of getting with that girl instead of the girl that would have been the Kali figure, or the redeemed phoenix, or the earth figure, that he had guilt about getting out or something, and that the scent of it, the steam of it, messed things up. So that's how it reads, because he doesn't get the 3 points for the sign of Jonas. Why didn't he? Jesus, I say, is the 67. He's Robert Shaw, and he was also did things with the stars, and did things in reality, um, in the time sequences that we went over, that are um, that go into like an infinity almost. The time sequences, that have a lot of extra years on them and everything. But so, or you can take it literally that Jesus back in 33 AD was on the cross, and all that BC AD stuff that comes from him, and the God raised him from the dead, and with that Jesus went directly to heaven. What was he on the earth 40 days after he walked out of the grave, the tomb, and then he went to heaven. That's the difference there. It's not like he had to live a long time after he was raised from the dead. No, God said, I'm going to raise you from the dead, and then you're going to come up, you're going to prepare everything, and then you're going to come up to heaven. That's what really stands out to me. And Paul Begley put that in blatant terms to me the other day in a video. And I just thought, that's really the point, like, that he had conquered death and that he went to heaven. So, but of course, I believe in Jesus with all my heart. And I think that, I should say, I know that he is the Savior, whether he's 67 or 68 or whatever, like, C67 or whatever. But you see, he would have been following, he would have been right to accept getting out. He would have been right doing that, because that meant that Isaiah 51 was true for him as Robert Shaw. So I don't disagree with it at all. Me, I was too stupid. I didn't know what was happening. I was just being like humble, kind of like I didn't know what to do. Like I was too shy and shell shocked from being in there for, many months. So like I didn't do it because I was stupid. Like it wasn't a conscious decision. Like, does that make sense? Like I didn't know. I didn't know what the result would be. So anyway, so all that is talked about in here. So then you get the Canaanites. So I wanted to break down the Canaanites, and so you kind of get this 1911, or the two A's there. So I just went to 1911, but so you get this Vangelia Pandeva Gusturova. I want my here. Let me get this. All right. So now all this is lies. It either happened or didn't happen, but I did feel weird when I went back to California, and I thought that something was going on. All my friends were in San Diego, and I felt like I was left out of something, and it smelled like alcohol, and it just smelled weird, like something was weird about it. So this kind of says that the woman had met with Devin and I guess Patrick and I guess Kevin, and that they told her things that like weren't really true. Something about that. Um, Sex as military, that you know too rough or something, and then which all of this is from being stupid as well and not knowing anything, but it's not necessarily true either. And then Pandeva, um, oh, I had Thanksgiving with Devin, and then he probably said that I got with his girl and I didn't. I went to the beach with her, and I didn't get with her. They were acting like it was just a casual hangout, and I was with my friend Patrick anyway. But Devin should have been there, but I didn't do anything. And then Vangelia, um, I was on Rogaine, and this is like I scared my friend Cody's girl or something, that I was scary to her. This is all, and they told the Kali or the Earth figure all this stuff. So none of it is like true, really. They were against me. I had been kind of pushed out, and I pushed myself out too. Like I didn't go to class. So but that's what that is. So that would have ended with a Brooke Ann, which would have been when I got hit in the face. For the E deck. E deck was that I had betrayed all these guys, and like I was so tough or whatever. That was all the sarcasm, the mystery of getting hit in the face. So, but this could all be a lie. This could all be a lie. This whole thing. But I just don't know why her whole name would be a lie whenever she was blind and had no sin if you're blind or whatever. Like they put emphasis on her, and it relates to the Canaanites, this 11, and to easy death is 16 days, or 16 months, 16 day, or 72 weeks. We're in the coronavirus right now, the Psalm 72. So 72 week. Euphrates, Euphrates. It's all bad. Like it's not good stuff. So I broke this down. The rest of the Canaanites, the can there would be this up here, the CLA, which is called Chosen and Faithful, which was the three guys, Hiram Fong, Gunther, and Filiberto. So with the O die, I was Black E. With that, I had submitted them as the earth, and I'm saying that I was an empty vessel being run by these guys. No joke. That's how deep this stuff goes. That I was being run. I was like I was, run by them. So so then so then this one in 1996, or 72 week after Easy E death. So there was a little time in between there. The 72. So conquered Earth, 72, and then went into this one until about, I guess it would have been 2014. Okay. And then the rest of it is nights, which is like masks, like scars. Masks make the scars. So it's the weave of Zechariah 5. That the weaving of it all, of being the voodoo of it, and the what you see is what you get, like what you do, what you see and hear, whatever, that type of voodoo system where you're copying, like the hook of Moana, would be the mass make scars weave, Zechariah 5. So I'm kind of explaining both. I'm explaining Jesus and I'm explaining myself, and that these four were running me. Okay. Because why do they say what? Now I have proof for this. Because why do they say stick it in COVID-19? On the radio, that could be my friend Alvin that's singing that song. But stick it in COVID-19, like the stick, the staff. It's full body. It's not full body awareness. It's just full body, like you have your body and your mind and your heart and everything is like different. Like, does that make like all that you have to show for yourself is your body? Like you're a host for Jesus. So like if I'm depending on Jesus to get me through, which I am, then well, these are submitted. These four have been submitted, and like the Tupac, the Amar Kampa, the water polo player with the on the shoulders, like Alfred Shaw, all those guys, those are as masked scars of those it creatures. And all these are like that, or potentially could be like that, or have been, you know. But we're also going over the reincarnations of other people and what other people will go through in the future or something. We don't know for sure. But I'm wondering, like, if I'm a body, like Jesse Ventura says he's the body, like if I'm the actual host, then, you know, I think that's what I am. Because and then like this could be a huge lie. This woman, like her whole name would be a lie, and it would symbolize every time that I feel the dimensional pull away, the dimensional pull away, and that I'm left out. It could just be because I'm an annoying person, but it could also be because something is actually going on behind the scenes that they don't want me a part of, because they think I can't handle it, or because it's the mystery of Revelation 17 mixed in with the mystery of the devil, you know? So, so then look, this article, this guy even defended himself, but it's in the symbolism, it was defending me. Look at our fixtures. We have already played 5 games out of 7 against top opposition. So what was that? That was before the Sardis Excalibur and the high Chadwick Boseman around their death. So it would have been that the Marcellus Wallace, and that the Antipas stuff, preludes, would be enough, you know. But then you have Clams Casino, who he had the hand touch that was his out. Imagine that was his out, So then he went through 4 months or so of getting through that. I mean, this is very tough stuff. None of this is good, So then he is as the Jason Voorhees in the symbolism. Clams Casino is. Not saying anything against anyone. Because he has the 13. He's got the 13 of them. 13 hooks. All real, is what it looks like. And all racial, So, yeah, we'll leave it here. I don't know enough. But yeah, against top opposition, that would have been for that would have been to cut off a lot earlier, you know? I mean, I got people working against me, obviously. Obviously, I do. Because that would have been to cut off a lot earlier, and we wouldn't even have to do this Euphrates, you know? The reason we're doing this Euphrates is because we have the crosses, but there's been so much extra. And I'm not just saying that, like there has. You know, this is like them saying, "Okay, guess we got to get that body guy in there, you know, that loser. Like we got to pull something for him. Okay, start the Corona, you know, start it up like, you know, fuck him. Like, you know, he's an idiot. He doesn't know anything." That's what, you know, that's what this all is. So, you know, and I'm just now figuring this stuff out. It took me a year to figure this stuff out, you know? And I don't know if it's lies or anything. I don't know. One day the earth is beautiful native spirit that has no harmful inch of her body, like had no inkling of trying to be deceitful. And then one minute I'm dealing with the actual Queen Elizabeth, like satanic spirit, like Revelation 17 to the fullest, you know? And like this, it's like lies like this every day. So, all right. And, you know, she died in 96. It's not like she died in 2013, you know? So, it's just thoughts. Just thoughts. Thank you. Have a good night. Not saying anything against anyone. Keep a mercy mindset.